My parents were involved very heavily in the church. They were founders of a church in Henrietta. And they brought us kids up in the same manner, going to church and being a part of the church, which was important to me. Going into this adolescent stage of changes, and it was very difficult for me. And a friend of mine one day invited me to go to Youth for Christ. And it was sort of neat because I am collectively getting new friends and making new friends. And I thought, well, this is something I want to continue. This was just sort of like an extension of church. Well, one day I'd gone to this one gentleman. He was the head of Youth for Christ. He was also going through seminary. He noticed that I was going through some struggles, trials, and tribulations, and we sat down and talked, and he said, have you ever given your life to Christ? But I said, isn't that sort of what I've been doing all my life? And he said, no, that's really not. He said, giving your life to Christ is where you're giving your daily walk. Everything you do in life, you're giving to Christ first. So that was where I started to really start thinking about it, and he gave me some Bible verses to share and to learn by, and we started really talking, and one day I just said, I really want to do this. And it was just more than just, I want to do it. It came from here. It was a real deep desire to go and give my life to Christ. I got married. My marriage was a challenge in the beginning and was a challenge in the middle. We were at the point of where we were giving up on our marriage because of financial stress. I was also into alcohol, getting in with the wrong people. I'm not going to sit here and say it was a blame game. It wasn't specifically my wife's fault. It wasn't specifically my fault. It was trying to work together to come with a commonality and learn that, life isn't always going to be what we want it to be. But the one thing that always saved me is even though I was going through all the trials and tribulations, that's when I was the strongest in church. And we came back together and we just decided, it needs to come to a halt. The alcoholism, for one, which I knew. Even though we split up for a year, we got back together and we've been happily married. It's been a challenge ever since, trying to keeping life together. Sometimes it's like you feel very empty, but you have something greater there that really helps you through everything, and that's Jesus Christ.